Ah, yeah. Okay. You guys have your vocabulary quiz. Hello. Alex is next here. Matthew?
Can I take Bruce?
Yeah. This last one we just took?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be here on Friday.
Okay. I'm going to write it on a sheet of paper here. If you'll get your own sheet of paper. Oh, not a sheet of paper, just a little post-it note.
After school?
You can do it right now if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Or do you want to wait?
Oh, I'll do it right now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm sure she'll come get you. Oh, do you have it on you? Okay. Is it safe for right now? Oh, okay. Okay, man. It's about 2:40. Is that what you said? Okay. You tell me when you're ready. There's the words right there. Did everyone else get their quiz back already from the vocab? The one we took on Friday. Only people I have are people like Alex, Abby, Seth, Matthew. I think that's all Group A. Yeah. You took it what? Yeah. Okay. You're what? Yes, I think I gave them back to you. Okay. Well, let me look again then. Ah, here we go. More quizzes. Douglas, Cullen. Wait. Oh, here they are right here. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna hold in my hand right there. Okay. All right. Just double check that I recorded those. I think I did. Yes. Okay. See if I've got. What happened here? Okay. Hello, Spencer. And Spencer, I gave you back your. Let me make sure that I did. Spencer, message me and tell me if I sent you your quiz score back, the one that you took the other day. Okay, please. Okay. So, alle sind hier. Sehr gut. So, did I give you guys new vocabulary? 9? Vocabulary? don't think so, huh? I didn't give you any for this coming week. Okay. Nope, I sure didn't. Good, good, good. Okay, there's it. All right. Remind me what I said. Let me see here. I think I've got this one. Oops. Ah, yeah. All right. It's got a couple of things I need to correct in it. But let's take a look at this vocabulary, and then I'll post it on my cache. Some of these words we went over, some of you know these, I've heard these words before. Floor, here. Der Boden. Some of you might remember. Ceiling. Ah, that's coming up. But this is die Decke. Die Decke, window. Das Fenster. Fenster, door. Yeah, detour. It's actually umlaut. That's a mistake. I need to change that. Handle. Die Türklinke. Board. Die Tafel. Eraser for the board. Say it again. Tafellappen. I think you're saying it right. Tafellappen. There we go. Tafel, double L, Tafel, and then Lappen begins with an L too. Tafellappen. Book. It is das Textbuch or das Buch. It's just a regular book. Projector. Der Beamer, spelled like this. It really kind of breaks the rule of the pronunciation because it's a, yeah, I don't know. They're trying to get B-E-A-M-E-R like it's beaming a signal, but you use the double E. I'm not sure why. Der Beamer. A marker. Stift. Der Stift. Pen. Der Kuli. Oh, wait a minute. Boy, I got a lot of mistakes here. I'll come back up. This should be der Kuli. What's this right here, though? Bleistift. What? Pencil, right? And this is pencil. I got those reversed, sorry. Sharpener. We didn't go over that one. I got one right over here if you need it. Sharpener. Spitz. Golly, I'm bad. Here, let's just do this right now. Here we go. That's it. That's it. I can't take it anymore. It's driving me crazy. I'm going to. What? I don't like this the way it's. This is what happens when you borrow somebody else's words. That's it. I'm going to make my own now. Here's how it works. Die Decke, ceiling, Fenster. This should be a umlaut U. There we go. And die Türklinke, die Tafel, Tafellappen. Let's change this to das Buch. Because a textbook is something a little different. Beamer, fine. Stift should be capitalized. Bleistift. Oh, we're close, but pencil. Good. Kuli. What do we say? Pen. This should be, obviously, all nouns. Hey, kids, if I've not said this till now, then I failed you. And I think I might have failed you. All nouns. Not all pronouns, but all substantive nouns. Paper, book, telephone, all capitalized. Always. Doesn't matter where they come in the sentence. And let's just call this a pencil sharpener. Oops. This would be right there. And so a spitze is like on a mountain. The spitze is the peak or the point of the top. So Spitzer brings your pencil to that point, okay? So pencil sharpener is der Spitzer. Schulbank, we've seen before. What's a Schulbank? We know that. School desk. This should be capitalized too. Oh, I shouldn't, this is a desk like right here, Schreibtisch. Der Computer, that's pretty easy. Das Handy, das Telefon, let's say die Cola Light. What's Cola Light? It's not Coca-Cola. Well, it could be. I'm going to say soda or diet soda. That's what Cola Light means. Diet soda. So die Cola, ja, das ist die Cola und dann Pepsi Light oder Cola Light is what it is. Die Uhr. I don't have one in this classroom. What is it? What am I missing here? Die Uhr. Clock. Die Wand. Die Wand. Wall. Good. Die Pennwand. Like you put pens in the wall, but it's a certain corkboard, like a bulletin board maybe. In fact, let's say that. I like that translation better. Bulletin board. Das Poster, we got that. Die Schere. Scissors. Das Globus, I don't have one in here. Globe. Die Flagge, plenty. Die Landkarte. Don't confuse Globus and Landkarte. Der Student. Male student. Die Studentin. Good. Der Lehrer. Male teacher. And any kind of career is going to go like this. Die Lehrerin. Der Pilot. Die Pilotin. Der Architekt. Die Architektin. I got this all. Somebody messed with my, I would never make this many mistakes. I don't think it's even spelled right as it is. All right. Oh, maybe it is. Okay. So let me start over again. I'll copy that for now. I'll post it in a minute. Let's take a look at these words more formally now. I've corrected all the mistakes. Let's shuffle them around. Female pilot. Right. So any kind of career, you have to indicate if it's a male or female when you say. So you couldn't tell, I don't know, you couldn't tell your wife, oh, I'm meeting with the architect. And because in English, it kind of leaves it like neutral, right? Like you don't know the architect's a man or woman or, right? So your wife might want to know that the architect is a woman. I don't know, maybe she's suspicious type, right? Or that she has a reason to be suspicious. But in German, you have to say, or you'd be lying otherwise. I'm meeting with the Architektin, right? Maybe she wants to go with you then. So let's think of another career. Let's say this word we had before, Professor. And there obviously are women who are professors. We call Professorin. And what happens is the gender changes because the gender changes. Meaning this kind of gender and the person, der Professor, die Professorin. All we did was we added on in. So Lehrer, Lehrerin, Pilot, Pilotin, Architect, the Architektin. Yeah. Any career. Yeah. So in Germany they have a president. So there it's Präsident, spelled P-R-U-M-A. But right now, well, actually they have. I'll do one better. They do have a president too, but they have what's called a Kanzler. What do you think a Kanzler is? Chancellor. And then right now, though, and for the last 16 years, she's been in office for a long time, 4 terms, and I think she's not going to run again. What would they call the female chancellor? I think she's the first one. They never even used this word in German before, at least in talking about their own chancellor, Kanzlerin. Kanzlerin. Anyone know what her name is? Angela Merkel, right, okay. So Kanzler, Kanzlerin, let's move on. Pencil sharpener, new word. Der Spitzer. Floor. Good. Poster. Das Poster. Book. It's Das Buch. I changed this to Buch. Globe. Das Globus. Yeah. Pencil. Der Bleistift. Door. Detour, umlaut, U. So it's a little bit tighter U sound. Detour. And map. Die Landkarte. Land means like a country or land. A card. Okay, it's kind of weird. Phone. No, that's a cell phone. Das Telefon. Regular landline. School desk. What you guys sit in right now? Die Schulbank. Male architect. Der Architekt. Oops, sorry. There we go. A little different spelling. A KT instead of CT. Female teacher. Good. That would be a teacher, but this is like a high school teacher, let's say. Lehrerin. That R sound twice. Lehrerin. Okay. And what's going to be the male teacher? Der. Because masculine is der, right? This is one time the der, die thing makes sense, for sure. Der Lehrer, die Lehrerin. Bulletin board. Die Pinnwand. What's a Wand? What's die Wand? A wall. What's a Pinnwand? Yeah, I kind of made this wall into a Pinnwand anyway, but die Pinnwand is you can put pens in it, right? What do you call it? Tacks or whatever. Scissors, new word, die Schere. I think like the word to shear. Yeah, shear something with scissors, like your hair, okay? Board. Nine, die Tafel. This everything else is die Wand, but hanging on die Wand. In fact, when I learned the word, it was called a Wandtafel. That's weird, I never thought about that in a long time. It's called a wall board. I don't know where else you'd put it. I guess it'd be like in its own little stand. See those portable ones? But the Tafel is a whiteboard. Male student. Der Student. Female student. Die Studentin. Projector. Der Beamer. Clock. Die Uhr. What's an Armbanduhr? Armbanduhr. Yeah, armband. What's a band? B-A-N-D, an armband clock. That's kind of weird. Male pilot. Pilot. Female architect. The architect 10, yeah? Just adds an I into it. Male teacher, we had Lehrerin. What's the male version? Der Lehrer. Marker, like one of these. Der Stift. Handle on the door. Die Türklinke. Ceiling. Die Decke. Desk. Der Schreibtisch. Tisch is the table, and schreiben is the verb to write. If that helps any. A writing table, but we translate it as desk. Eraser for the board, not for your pencil. Der Tafellappen. Pen. Der Kuli. Flag. Die Flagge. I'm going to give you a hint about that. Here's the word wall. I just asked about that. Wand. Like wand, but Wand. That, yeah, it's kind of weird. Whenever that D comes, like Pinnwand, yeah?
Die Wand.
Thank you very much. Soda. Yeah, or diet soda. Cola Light. Computer. Der Computer. Window. Das Fenster. Cell phone. That's handy. There's a Y, but only it's there because it comes from the English word. Something is quite handy. Okay, that's a cell phone. Good. Let me take that off there. Okay, so that's the vocabulary. Then I'm going to give you a couple of, let's put the pen over here. A couple of, keep your lights on for me. A couple of hints here that might help, because genders of the nouns are not easy to figure out. The best way is to memorize them, but there might be a couple of guesses you can make, okay? A couple of pretty reliable guesses. For instance, if a word ends in E, like Deca, or, give me another one. Flagge. If a word ends in E, it's not always, but very likely, it's going to be a feminine word. So if the last letter is E, very likely, not always, but going to be feminine. If a word ends in ER, like der Computer, or der, I think I got one more, at least in this list we just had. Der Lehrer. And they end in ER. That der words, I should say this way, words that end in ER tend to be masculine words. You can see a little bit of sense to that, like E is the last letter, and of the word, and there's an E there. And computer and Lehrer end in ER, and that's the same letters that end in der. What else do we know? Air, the word for he, also is ER. So there's some sense to that. If a word ends in a vowel, like, here's one you don't have yet, but it's das Auto. Or as a vowel, like in das Handy, that kind of acts as a vowel. Sometimes Y can be that way. If it ends in a vowel, then it's going to tend to be neuter. So there's a couple of little guesses, all right? Yeah?
What's the significance of no?
Well, Gnome Gerald, his name's Gerald. So he has a name, you know, we can call him by his name. And one of my students, William, has taken him on vacation a couple of times. Hello, can I help you?
I just wanted to see that you had a.
Yes, I thought you were coming in to exercise someone. Everything's good here. I'll talk to the bishop. And my student William's taken him on vacation a couple of years in a row, and pretty better vacations than I went on. With a yacht here, and, you know, get some dental work done, and drink Starbucks in the morning, or whatever that is. He does Meals on Wheels. We'll probably work there. And likes to eat at high-end diners or something. He's playing a song with the piano here. Okay, let's go over these words for saying split. Die Decke, der Boden, die Schulbank, der Student, die Flagge, der Lehrer, die Flagge, das Poster, das Fenster, der Beamer, das Poster, die Tafel, der Tafellappen. Notice that changes. It's die Tafel, but der Tafellappen. So the article changes because it's der Tafellappen, der Stift. Yeah, die Cola Light, der Laptop, der Tisch, das Buch, Das Textbuch. Der Schreibtisch. Das Telefon. Der Gartenzwerg. Er heißt Gerold. Gartenzwerg. Der Computer. Gut. Die Cola. Der Kuli. Der Bleistift. Der Stift. Der Stuhl. Der Stuhl. Das Fenster. Die Klimaanlage. Klimaanlage. Die Schule. Der Student. Der Lehrer. Die Tour. Die Tourklinke. Das Foto. Das Poster. Das Poster. Das Poster. Das Poster. Die Tour. Was ist das? Was ist das hier? Was hier? Und das hier? Die Schulbank. Das hier? Der Stuhl. Und das hier? Und das hier? Gut. Und das hier? Die Cola Light. Und hier? Das Buch oder das Textbuch? Sehr gut. Das hier? Der Stift. Oh, die Kamera. Hallo, Spencer. Die Kamera. Gut. Der Gartenzwerg. Gut. Das ist der Gartenzwerg. From behind, okay? Der Computer. Die Cola. Die Cola Light. Der Stift. Das ist der Stift. Good. Okay. So, couple more words that are not here. Say der Pilot. Die Piloten. Der Architekt. Die Architekten. Those are pretty easy to figure out, right? Der Lehrer. Der Lehrer. Die Lehrerin. Der Professor. Die Professorin. Good. Throw one out to you, another one. One that's not on our list. Let's think here. Okay, der Kanzler. Die Kanzlerin. When I didn't, I got to put on der Präsident. Die Präsidentin. Aha. Okay. Sehr gut. And so most, not all, but a lot of careers, well, let's just put it that way. The feminine, we just tack on IN. There's only a couple of exceptions to that. And that makes it then, so you always are indicating. And I say this not in a discriminatory way, but German is a sexist language because it's based on this gender thing, der and die and das. So you can't just talk, there's not like, what do you call it? Non-gender verbiage. Like there's not a general word for all architects. There's either architect or Architektin. All right? And there's a pilot and a pilotin. But there's not, in English though, pilot, we don't know if they're male or female, right? We just care, can they fly the plane? That's what we really want to know, right? Can they build my house? Architect. Can they design it? So in German though, you're always going to be indicating if the person is male or female. Architect, Architektin, Pilot, Pilotin, Lehrer, Lehrerin, Professor, Professorin, always going to be back and forth with that. Always going to be mentioned as something significant. Okay. Let me pull this up here. In textbook. Yeah. Gotta update it, allow. I have to do it every time. Good. Oop. Okay. Yep. Sehr schnell. Schnell. Okay. Good. Wait a minute. There's one more thing I want to look at here. We got that. I'll talk plurals. I'm not going to spend too much time on plural stuff. We're going to pick that up as we go. We're really pretty good into this chapter. I'm not all too worried. I'll probably be looking at a test. Yeah, sometime next week over chapter 1. So really, considering we're only meeting 3 to 4 times a week, we'll have a pretty good, we're really kind of moving on schedule. Can you get the lights for me real quick? All right. Okay. Let's take a look at some of these things we might have forgotten about a little bit. If you can see that, if you're not, you can get your book out. I can zoom in on it a little bit more. All right. So look right here. Michael says, can you read that? Guten Tag, Herr Brenner. So right away, I know it's a formal situation because they called him Herr Brenner. And remind me when he gets back, I need to tell you something, okay? Because I don't want him to miss this, okay? Let me write a note to myself even. Formal. Okay. So right away, I know it's Herr Brenner. He didn't call him Scott or Bill or Thomas. He just called him Herr Brenner. So even the question is formal. Wie geht es Ihnen? Herr Brenner says, hello, but it's a different relationship, like a teacher-student, because Herr Brenner calls him Michael. Hallo, Michael. Es geht mir ziemlich gut. It's going fine. Und dir? Mir auch. If you said it's going ziemlich gut, what does mir auch mean? That's one of our old vocab words. Me too. It's going like with me, it's going fine too. Here's Maria und Lukas. Bis später, Lukas. Tschüss, Maria, bis bald. Bis bald maybe when we didn't have, but what's bis später? Later, and Lukas says, Tschüss, Maria. Bis bald means also similar to bis später. Actually, it's like see you soon. So bis später, bis bald, that's pretty similar. I think there's one more down here. If I can get it to, whoa. This is like, let's pull this one up here. Okay. Again, I see it starts out as a formal because I see Herr Arnold. Guten Tag, Herr Arnold. And there's an introduction taking place. And if I could, you can see him like pointing. This is so. Here, thank you. Here ist Christina Schürler. Herr Arnold. Guten Tag, Frau Schürler. So Herr Arnold's been introduced by Christoph, and Christina says, freut mich. Good. She could have also said, angenehm, or longer. Schön, schön Sie kennenzulernen. But she went the short way. I like this. Freut mich. Freut mich is always good. Freut mich is always good. Good? Okay. Okay, now you're back. I want to say, you walked to the door and I remembered, I want to say that so you get back. Formal and informal. Here's the rule on formal. When do you speak to someone formally? And when do you speak to someone informally? When do you say capital S-Z or Ihnen, wie geht es Ihnen, as opposed to wie geht's? Here's the difference. If you call that person by their first name, then you use informal. If you call them Christina or, yeah, I'm going to pick some names out here, or Lucas or Maria, that's informal. You'll use the word pronoun du or other informal greetings or informal ways of asking how you're doing. If you call the other person Herr or Frau or Doctor or Professor or by like some military title or something, or Offizier or anything else, that's a formal situation. Here's a test, here's a quiz, not a test, not a quiz, quick quiz for no points. What would you say? A cop pulls you over, you're speeding, you talk to that police officer, formal or informal? Assuming you don't know them, right? Let's assume you're not friends with your doctor or your parents aren't friends with them, you're going to talk to your doctor how? You talk to your friend you meet in class? Informal. Good. Generally, in schools, students and high school, middle school, or all the way through college, it's like an automatic informal, even if you don't know their name. Like if you're in a lecture with me in college and you're 2 people down and I need to borrow a pencil from you, I would use the informal, generally. That's just kind of a given among students and high school, middle school, all the way through college. Outside of that, in the workplace, people may work together for 25 years and still call each other Herr Schiller or Herr Schroeder or whatever their name is. They may call each other, and it doesn't mean that they don't like each other, doesn't mean they don't get along. It just means they haven't and so Germans don't use this word friend quite so loosely as we do, right? We call people friends for a variety of reasons, and Germans kind of have a break there where they only call people friends if they are really kind of acquainted with them outside of work, really, you know? They've been to their home before. They really know, really know each other more intimately than just calling each other friends. Good, let's look over here, please. Marcos says, Guten Tag. Ich heiße, now this guy is just like totally coming on to this girl, I'm going to be honest with you. You guys know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you can learn some tactics here. Guten Tag. Ich heiße Markus. Und du, wie heißt du? Anna says, ich heiße Anna. Angenehm, Anna. That's just, it's more the way that I read it gave it kind of that feeling, right? But a stranger, they must be students. They must be, I don't know. Somehow I'm saying they're students together because he immediately used he called himself by his first name and used the informal to ask what her name was. So look down here, please. These two ladies greeting each other. Sophia, Guten Tag, Katrin. Hello, Sophia. Is this an informal or formal situation right away? Informal. Wie geht's? Katrin. Mir geht's gut, danke. Und du? Wie geht's dir? Alles klar? What's alles klar? Everything okay? Sophia? Sehr gut, danke. So she says it's going to go with me. And then she asks kind of two questions, but they're really the same question. Wie geht es dir? How are you? Everything okay? That wouldn't be so weird to hear that in English, would it? How you doing? Everything okay? Does that sound weird to you? No. Wie geht's dir? Alles klar. Sehr gut. She answers sehr gut. I think we skipped one here. Let me see. There's one little short one here. Right here. So this guy drops all of his papers, and Paul says, he's helping him get them. Vielen Dank. And bitte. Bitte. So, danke, the response to that is bitte. What does it mean? You're welcome. Bitte can also mean please. Somebody sent me a meme about this yesterday. I'll show it to you tomorrow. I got to take out all the bad stuff, it said. But bitte has all these different meanings. But it does mean you're welcome, and it does mean please. So you can throw it into a sentence when you ask a question. If you're kind of trying to be polite and you really, Dad, can I please go to the football game Friday? Bitte, bitte. All right, please. Bis später. Yeah, that's a little different. Bis. See how they translate it here if they give you a word for it. I don't think they put the word bitte in the vocab, actually. Don't see it. It's right over here. All right. What are these little links here? What does that go to?
Wie heißen Sie?
Whoa! I've been reading all this, didn't have to.
Bis später, Lukas.
Tschüss,
Bis später, Lukas.
tschüss Maria. Bis bald.
This textbook is too much. They don't even need me anymore. Somebody else could just come here and just click buttons.
Guten Tag, Herr Arnold. Das ist Christina Schöller.
Guten Tag, Frau Schöller.
Freut mich. Guten Tag, Katrin. Hallo, Sophia. Wie geht's? Mir geht's gut, danke. Und du? Wie geht es dir? Alles klar? Sehr gut, danke.
Okay. Awesome. Here we go. Here's the real cool guy.
Guten Tag, ich heiße Markus. Und du? Wie heißt du?
Ich heiße Anna.
Angenehm, Anna.
I like the way I read it better. I feel like it had a little more feeling to it. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Don't forget to come zoom in tomorrow. All right. I might send out those emails now. Okay, and don't forget vocabulary. I know for the Thursday class, I may have to wait for them till Monday, but you guys will be here Friday, right? Right? You guys are, but I'll let you guys take the quiz on Friday, okay? You and Wait also. On Friday, and then the Thursday group, and Spencer, of course. And then the other group, I might let them take it on Monday because they kind of missed a day because of the break. So, okay, Spencer, alles Gute und auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss.